I'm Scott Ott, and here's a thought. Some pundits and establishment politicians wonder how Donald Trump could be doing so well in Republican political polls. After all, he has no political experience, no consistent or known political principles, a guy with a history of backing Obamacare and Hillary Clinton, a man who's made millions giving free liquor to alcoholic gamblers, who has 4 major bankruptcies and 3 marriages in his history. He just doesn't sound like the typical presidential nominee, at least not in the Republican Party. But ordinary Americans understand something that the inside the Beltway crowd just doesn't seem to get. First of all, Donald Trump is going to make America great again. And we know that because he's built so many great businesses. And we know that because his name is on each one of them in giant gold or red letters. He can do that for America too. And here's the key. He has become successful not despite the fact that he acts frankly, like I did in middle school, but he seemingly succeeds because he acts like I did in middle school. Oh, stop it. You did too. Did too? Did too. How does he do it? I mean, Trump wallows in money and showers in media attention despite the fact that he seems to insult everyone around him. He doesn't just go after political opponents who are a threat to him. He seems to revel in going after those people who are below 5% in the polls. And that's what we love so much about him. Donald Trump is the man we all would be if we thought there were no consequences. Trump has figured out a way to get rewarded for doing the kinds of things we might do, except that we're kind and decent and like to have genuine friends. Trump has taught us all that kindness and decency and humility is a sucker's game. Only losers try to win that way. Although some of Trump's strongest support is among those of modest income who didn't go to college, Trump himself went to an Ivy League school, and yet he doesn't look or act or sound educated in any way. You see, we admire Donald Trump because he doesn't set the bar too high like some of the other candidates. America doesn't like a slick politician who seems to be the smartest guy in the room. We'd rather have a guy who declares himself to be the smartest guy on earth, but acts as though he were the inspiration for Velcro sneakers. Listen, it's not that Trump isn't intelligent. He's just figured out one of the great secrets of effective salesmanship. Smart is dumb, and dumb is smart. When we listen to Trump speak, it makes us feel so smart that we fairly cry out, "Yes! Say it magna cum laude!" In fairness, for all I know, Donald Trump has figured out how to sequence the human genome in his garage as a hobby. But when you hear him talk, you're pretty sure his IQ doesn't get near the triple digits because he couldn't count that high if it did. And here's the secret to it all. After listening to Donald Trump speak for less than a minute, you're convinced that you too could be a billionaire TV star married to a supermodel and running for president. When Donald Trump's in the White House, we'll all be billionaire TV stars married to supermodels and running for president. Except, of course, for the losers. I'm Scott Ott, and there's a thought.